middle class is absolutely critical to the future of our country. The middle class is the pathway out of poverty. It is the American dream. It's what people have always aspired to and clung to be able to better themselves, better their family, and lay a platform so that their children can have a better life than they did.
I do think the country has a problem with a dwindling middle class. Income is increasingly shifting to a smaller proportion of people, and we're rapidly descending into a society of have and have-nots.
The importance of the middle class cannot be understated. The middle class are in fact the buying power that drives the economy in our country. It's more important than ever before that we examine our middle class, the extent to which it continues to shrink, and ways that we can collectively come together to expand this important population in our country.
One of the biggest problems we identified as an organization a year ago was workforce readiness. There's a gap between what employers want and what's available in the work pool right now. So we can close that gap. I think it'll go a long way to solving this middle class problem.
With income inequality and class disparity a growing concern, having a stronger middle class helps to keep our communities vibrant. A weakened middle class doesn't just hurt those who are struggling, it hurts all of us by stifling our country's economic growth.
What we've lost is that middle center that adds incredible stability, that adds also incredible hope to individuals. The middle class right now is in tatters. 47% of the individuals, according to the Florida Alice report in Broward County, are barely making it. And so it is very stressful. We're at the epicenter of one of the most expensive housing markets in the country.
Just making sure we have opportunities for people to get jobs that are good paying jobs where they can support their families. It's part of obviously moving into and creating a strong, stabilized middle class. One of the other areas that I'm focusing a lot on within these organizations is affordable workforce housing. I believe actually that's one of the biggest issues facing Broward County, and we know it from the numbers of people in our community that need workforce housing, and also the fact that we are 67th of 67 counties with regard to the disparity between wages, low wages, and the high cost of housing.
The first step of a solution is awareness. This is going to really turbocharge awareness in South Florida of the middle class challenge we have. But the next step we need some best practices. We need to know how to solve this problem.
So we need to do everything we can to promote the middle class and help people without skills get into the middle class. That's precisely what our organization does. It matches people with the jobs that are out there, and if they don't have the skills to get a job that leads them to self-sufficiency, we can actually provide the training, tuition, books, supplies, and whatnot to help them get the education they need to get the high-skill, high-wage jobs.
Our goal is to be involved in the conversation and together help build a stronger middle class throughout South Florida.
An American dream equals middle class. It always has. And so our work is totally focused on helping individuals become self-sufficient, get jobs, start their own companies, offer others jobs.
It's so important to have everybody sitting at the table trying to work out solutions to these problems, not just talk about them, but to figure out how do we actually affect change that will positively impact middle-class families in Broward County.
It is absolutely critical that we make sure that we're developing an economy that preserves and grows our middle class. The middle class is the pathway to prosperity. It is the pathway to the American dreams. And we want to make sure that everyone has access to this great economy and that they can prosper so that they're creating a better tomorrow for themselves, but even more importantly, creating a better tomorrow for their children so that they can be a part of this great community and the great prosperity that all of us can enjoy.
We must unite in an effort to enhance opportunities for individuals, to improve their earning capacity, and join America's middle class. It is an issue that is important to us all.